Hello everyone, I'm Subhojit from OdissaTV.in presenting you today's news from Odisha. First the headlines. 3 family members found dead in staff quarters of Utkal University campus in Bhubaneswar. Board of Secondary Education announces timetable for 2016 annual high school certificate examinations. Vedanta hopes to get raw material to run Lanjigad refinery unit in Kalahandi. After Odisha-West Bengal Ranji match ended in 1.5 days at Kalyani ground in Kolkata, Odisha Cricket Association intimates BCCI over poor quality of the pitch. And Odisha celebrates Kartik Puja with pomp and gaiety. Historic Bali Yatra kicks off in Millennium City, Cuttack. Now the details. In a shocking incident, bodies of a man, his wife and son were found hanging in a staff quarters in Vani Vihar premises of Utkal University in Bhubaneswar on Wednesday morning. The deceased, identified as Brajabandhu Acharya, his wife Pratibha and son Biswajit, were found hanging from a ceiling in the garage of G20 quarter. Brajabandhu was working as a lab assistant in statistics department of the university. Sources said Brajabandhu Acharya had a son and daughter. His elder daughter had married in Dhenkanal while his son was running a second-hand vehicle business and had collected money from a number of persons. As his business failed and burdened with loans, Biswajit had left the university campus and returned 1 month ago. Meanwhile, police and a scientific team have rushed to the spot for an on-the-spot investigation. The Board of Secondary Education BSc on Tuesday announced the detailed schedule of the ensuing annual High Court Certificate HSC examinations, which will begin from 22nd February next year. Briefing newsmen after the meeting of the Examination Managing Committee, BSc President Professor Daksha Prasad Nanda said the board has prepared the database of the students who had filled up their form for the annual examinations. The descriptive roll DR sheet of these students will be available in the apps.indiaresults.com BSc Odisha/printdr/default.aspx from November 24 to 30th. We have requested the headmasters to collect the DR sheets of regular and ex-regular students and submit a set of DR sheet along with the pay-in slip copy of the board in the office of the board's regional office by 1st December. If there is any error in the DR sheet, the concerned headmaster of the school should immediately contact the regional office or the headquarters of the board and get it rectified. Besides, we have also asked the headmasters to submit a list of ex-regular students who will appear in the compartmental examinations, Nanda informed. He said the board has provided the telephone numbers of its regional and headquarters office to the students for any inquiries regarding their DR sheet. Talking about the annual HSC examinations, Nanda said this year a record number of 6,01,389 students will appear in the examinations as compared to 5,93,112 students last year. The meeting also decided to provide opportunity to the dropout students to clear the HSC examinations. To help these students, the board has started State Institute of Open School SIOS program from this year, under which students will have passed class 7 can appear HSC examinations. The board will give 10 chances to these students to appear the examinations twice in a year for 5 years to clear the examinations. This year, about 3,200 students have applied for examinations under this program, Nanda informed.
देखो आज आम जो परीक्षा परिचालना कमिटी हम से गोटे प्रथम गुरुत्वपूर्ण एजेंडा रखीचु जेहेतु एथर प्रथम थर बोर्ड तरफ ऑनलाइन रे पिला माने फॉर्म फिलअप करते यह बहुत सुचारू रूपे संपन्न होती तथापि कौन सी काले विद्यालय छात्र छात्री मानकर किछिटा डिफेक्ट रही जाइतबो सेतिपई आमे आजि ठारू किछि दिन पई गोटे वेबसाइट जो वेबसाइट रे पिला माने फॉर्म फिलअप करते से वेबसाइट रे से डाटा गुडी को आउ थरे होस्ट करिवु एवं आउ थरे हेडमास्टर मानक सुजोग दबु जदि किछि डिफेक्ट तांकर रही से माने ताकू करेक्शन करनियंतु आउ गोटे द्वितीय एजेंडा हमर रही जे परीक्षा आम जदिव फेब्रुआरी 22 रु आरंभ करूँ डिटेल एग्जामिनेशन प्रोग्राम आमर एपर्यंत बाहरी ना तेणु आज आम एग्जामिनेशन कमिटी से विषय डिस्कस कर डिटेल प्रोग्राम काढ़ू तृतीय जो ऑनलाइन परीक्षा होती ऑनलाइन परीक्षा रे केते संख्यक पिला परीक्षा दौरान रेगुलर रे एक्स रेगुलर हो करेस्पॉन्डेंस हो से विषय आम गोटे पुंखानुपुंख आलोचना करूँ आउ गोटे गुरुत्वपूर्ण रही आम एथर भाविचु आमर जो परीक्षा केन्द्र गुड़िक हुए से जो इनविजिलेटर माने रुहंती किंबा खाता देखापाई जो टाइपर रेम्युनरेशन रही से आमर शिक्षक समाज पाई सामान्य वृद्धि करने की एग्जामिनेशन कमिटी आम चिंता कर
Vedant has reposed its faith on the state government in the supply of raw materials to run its alumina refinery plant at Lanjigad in Kalahandi district. Briefing newsmen after attending a high-level meeting presided over by Chief Secretary G.C. Pati at the State Secretariat here on Tuesday, Abhijit Pati, CEO Vedanta Aluminium, said the company is hopeful of receiving raw material for its refinery soon. The Odisha government said it is actively considering some supply for the unit Lanjigad refinery. It is basically to reinstate the fact that we are suffering an account of raw material supply. We have been doing this appeal to the state government and we have further revisited this appeal today, Pati said, informing that the company is incurring a daily loss of Rs 3 crore in refinery operations. He stated, the plant requires at least 3 lakh metric ton of bauxite per annum to run its refinery. At present, the production capacity of the refinery has fallen by about 50% due to non-availability of adequate raw materials. He also made it clear that Vedanta has decided not to close down its refinery unit. With the Ranji Trophy match between Odisha and West Bengal finished within 2 days at the Bengal Cricket Academy ground at Kalyani in Kolkata, Odisha Cricket Association OCA has expressed its displeasure over the quality of pitch. In a letter to BCCI Secretary Anurag Thakur, OCA Secretary Ashirwad Behra alleged that the pitch had uneven bounce as it was underprepared. He also mentioned about his discussion on the issue with BCCI Ground and Pitch Committee head. It is for the first time a match has been played at Kalyani and the pitch was underprepared. We informed BCCI Chief Curator Daljit Singh about the issue. According to BCCI guidelines, a pitch should be a sporting wicket. Besides, zonal and chief curators should examine the pitch, Behra stated. Citing instance of a match between Jharkhand and Himachal Pradesh that ended in 2 days in this Ranji season, Behra said Jharkhand had scored more than 300 runs. However, Himachal Pradesh batsmen failed, but in this case, batsmen of both Odisha and Bengal failed, said Behra, adding, players should not be held responsible as the pitch was underprepared.
माने 2 दिन भी कंप्लीट है नहीं 40टा विकेट पड़ गला तेणु अनप्रिपेयर्ड विकेट रे जहाँ खेले जहाँ हुए एटा फर्स्ट टाइम से कल्याण रणजी मैच कले ना आगु तो इडेन गार्डन होता जदि भी खेले गोटे अनप्रिपेयर्ड विकेट खेलाती ना आज पिला टैलेंट केम जानियो बेंगल बैटिंग करता से टाइप पिच बिहेव देखिक से गोटे कम्प्लेन कर रिटन कम्प्लेन मैच रेफरी पाखे आम अनुराग ठाकुर को चिठी लिखिचु सेक्रेटरी जी अच्छा बीसीसीआई ता छड़ा जी दलजीत सिंह अच्छा बीसीसीआई चीफ क्यूरेटर पाखक लिखाई छड़ा फोन में संगे मोर कथबार्ता होती 12:30 बेले सी निचे भी बहुत दुखित से फ्यूचर जमी एमती न हुए से आम रिक्वेस्ट करूँ कारण बीसीसीआई गाइडलाइन अच्छी स्पोर्टिंग विकेट सब तैयारी करूँ स्पोर्टिंग विकेट अनप्रिपेयर्ड है ना विकेटा अनप्रिपेयर्ड विकेट जोटा कि तार माने जी चीफ क्यूरेटर अच्छा जोनाल क्रिकेट क्यूरेटर अच्छा से पिच अनुधान करने कथा से अनुधान करना जहाँफल कि दशा एकदम पिच मैंने देखो मुझे एग्जांपल आपको दूसरी गोटे कथा आज आ गोटे खेल मतलब झारखंड होता हिमाचल प्रदेश और झारखंड भितर ताकर मतलब 2 दिन रे खेल सरी जाइए इनिंग्स डिपिट रे हिमाचल प्रदेश हारला कि कौन है झारखंड 300 केते रन कला से इनिंग्स डिपिट है से बैट्समैन मैंने फेल कले ये कौन है ये तो उभय इनिंग्स रे माने बेंगल भी फेल कर ओडिशा भी फेल कर तेणु विकेट ये अनप्रिपेयर विकेट तेणुक ये बैट्समैन की बोलर को माने दोष दे हेनी ये केवल विकेट अनप्रिपेयर विकेट पाई टीम हारी.
Kartik Purnima, the full moon day of the Hindu month of Kartika, was celebrated across Odisha on Wednesday. In the wee hours, men, women and children set afloat toy boats with lamps, betel leaves, crackers, fruits and coins in nearest water bodies. Besides, Boita Bandana or Boat Festival is also being celebrated on Kartik Purnima to commemorate the glorious maritime tradition of Odisha. Some believe that the tradition is meant to offer prayers to the ancestors. People in large numbers thronged Mahanadi and Kathajodi rivers in Cuttack to float toy boats. Similarly, Bindu Sagar in Bhubaneswar also witnessed huge footfall for the celebration of Kartik Purnima. People from different age groups rushed to the water body to sail miniature boats in the memory of the glorious past. Meanwhile, Bali Yatra, which is said to be the largest fair of Odisha, is beginning from Wednesday in the Mahanadi river bank in Cuttack. The week-long festival is scheduled to be inaugurated in the evening today by Finance Minister Pradeep Amath. The district administration has made elaborate arrangements to ensure an incident-free Bali Yatra festival this year. Official sources said nearly 1,500 makeshift stalls would come up at both the venues in the adjoining sprawling Mahanadi riverbed, covering an area of 50 acres, which is now being decked up for the festival. The District Cultural Society has also made elaborate arrangements to organize cultural programs every evening at the Vaishnava Pani Mandap near the venue. At least 24 troops from the state and outside would perform during the festival, sources said. To maintain law and order, the Commissionerate Police would keep a close watch on anti-social elements through CCTVs placed at various locations of the venue. Besides, armed police would be deployed to ward off any untoward incident. Normal life was disrupted in some panchayats under Mathili block in Malkangiri district on Wednesday following a bandh called by the Maoists of Dandakaranya zone protesting against anti-Maoist operations on Odisha-Chhattisgarh border. According to the sources, the Red Rebels have dug up roads in many places of Mahupadar, Salem, Kartanpalli and Kumarpalli areas, disrupting vehicular movements. Besides, the Maoists put up posters and banners protesting Operation Red Hunt and the decision of the centre to launch aerial attack. The bandh is called by Dorabha Division Maoists Association, the posters mentioned. Mitrabhanu Mahapatra, Malkangiri SP said, "We have intensified combing operation in the area after the Maoist called for a bandh. If necessary, Malkangiri police will take the help of Chhattisgarh government and will conduct joint operations to curb Maoist operation here."
छत्तीसगढ़ जो स्वतंत्र ऑपरेशन चली आम से नजर रखीचु पड़ोसी राज्यों सहित मिसी मिलित जॉइंट ऑपरेशन करा जिवो एवं सीमा एरिया रे कुंबिंग को जोरदार करा।
Chief Minister Naveen Patnaik on Tuesday asked the concerned officials to appoint 410 more police personnel to fill up the vacant posts at different levels of Odisha police. According to the sources, the recruitment process for the new posts of 20 sub-inspectors, 40 assistant sub-inspectors, 50 havildars and 300 constables will begin soon, while the newly appointed police personnel will be engaged in the security of accused under trial prisoners during their movement from jail to the courts. The Armed Police Reserve APR force engaged in such jobs will be withdrawn and utilized to maintain law and order, the sources added. The newly recruited police personnel will be posted in all police districts and Bhubaneswar Cuttack Commissionerate as per the requirements. A police case has been registered against 12 students of Forestry Department of the Odisha University of Agriculture and Technology in Bhubaneswar for allegedly ragging junior students. According to the sources, 10 students of the department complained before the dean of the university alleging ragging by the seniors. Later, the parents of the victim students filed a complaint with Khandagiri police, after which a case was registered against 12 senior students of the university, informed sources. Police have launched an investigation into the matter. Before wrapping up the news headlines once again, 3 family members found dead in staff quarters of Utkal University campus in Bhubaneswar. Board of Secondary Education announces timetable for 2016 annual high school certificate examinations. Vedanta hopes to get raw material to run Lanjigad refinery unit in Kalahandi. After Odisha-West Bengal Ranji match ended in 1.5 days at Kalyani ground in Kolkata, Odisha Cricket Association intimates BCCI over poor quality of the pitch. And Odisha celebrates Kartik Puja with pomp and gaiety. Historic Bali Yatra kicks off in Millennium City, Cuttack. That's all for today. Thanks for watching.